I welcome all of you to join me this morning to think aloud about this very vital part of human existence on this planet. How to exist without contracting diseases, disabilities, and suffer till you die. I am reminded of a small little couplet, which is an Irish couplet, which so beautifully puts it in a nutshell. I drink when I am thirsty, I eat when I am hungry, and if heavens don't fall down, I shall certainly live till I die. There are so many things in this one couplet which tells you so many good things. If one follows a healthy lifestyle, which is called the mode of living, and then takes food in moderation and works in an environment which is conducive and works very hard, one should not get any precocious death or premature diseases. You must first relax. Relax your body muscles and then relax your mind as well. And the relaxation of body muscle is very simple. Just move your hands, move your feet, legs, and then put them together like this. Hold on here and keep moving so that you relax even the smaller muscles. Even if you did all that, there is an occasional accident of a disease. So diseases are accidents. They are not natural, and one need not definitely suffer from any disease during his lifetime. Now, this is an effort to educate the public in this health scare system of the affluent consumer society as to how one could try and live very sensibly to avoid diseases to the extent possible. Because today, if one were to be struck down unfortunately by any disease, he or she will have to almost spend all her fortune in the hospitals to get better and get back to normalcy. With this view, I have developed a new concept called the wellness concept. Sit on your heels comfortably, and what is very important is your back must be absolutely at 90 degrees to the ground, straight back. That's the most important thing. You sit like that, looking forwards with the fingers closed like this with this mudra for concentration. Then close your eyes, and I use the back counting for relaxing the mind and tranquility. So start with say 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90. Like that you come down to 0. If a healthy person goes for a checkup, routine checkup, which is of course touted and advertised very heavily to the public, what happens is one comes out as a patient. The reason is all our so-called normal levels are only averages of a population. Supposing I will give you an example of normal average Indian height. So a Gaussian curve of about 1000 Indians heights being plotted, you get a mean plus 2 standard deviation. It's let's say 5.4 inches plus minus 2 inches. So anything between 5.2 and 5.6 inches is supposed to be the average height of an Indian, which we sell as normal height of an Indian. Our concept is if anyone is beyond this, either way, he is abnormal or he is ill. Now, if you apply this statistics to a population which is healthy, stand like this with the feet maybe about 6 inches apart, and then slowly raise your hands, breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do that for 5 breaths. After that, stand on one foot and keep your other foot above your knee. Close your eyes and try to stand on one foot only. Now today we have scanners like the total body scanners, which at one stage can measure 500 body parameters. So if 5% of 500 parameters are to be false positive, if 100 people go for a checkup, 2500 patients come out, which in short means anyone who goes to see a doctor becomes a patient. Particular exercise which relaxes almost all the muscles of the body and at the same time gives exercise to the internal organs of the abdomen.
So just first sit like this and then cross this leg here, put it there, go back and bring your other hand here and twist it and get it back to the opposite side. Look back and breathe 5 times. Same thing is reversed to the other side.
I am trying to see if we could follow a healthy lifestyle, which I will explain in detail in the minutes to follow, which will prevent illnesses to the extent possible and make you live happily till you die. Death, of course, is a certainty. The only truth in life is death. Everyone who gets born has to die and is in a queue to die. This is why I say, instead of checking up, we can treat everyone. That will be a better business, because everyone has one disease called pre-death syndrome. Today we say pre-diabetes, pre-hypertension, pre-cancer, etc., etc. Instead of all that jugglery, we can say pre-death syndrome, and everyone who is born becomes a patient for pre-death syndrome, and you can have a poly pill to prevent or postpone death. This is the lighter vein.
And lift your legs up, almost above your head. Relax like that, the hands here. Then take the hands there, lift up your buttocks. And breathe 5 times, as I said. Breathe in short, breathe out long, using only the abdominal muscles.
What is wellness? Wellness simply is enthusiasm to work and enthusiasm to be compassionate. You get up in the morning and ask yourself a question: do I want to go for work today? And the answer is yes, enthusiastic, yes, you are healthy. Do I want to help somebody today? And if the answer is yes and a positive yes, you are very healthy. So remember, health is not defined as absence of disease, because all of us, according to the present concept of disease, have some disease or the other, but they don't develop into symptomatic disease or they don't kill you.
With your thumb there, right in front of your nose, keep looking at it and keep looking at the thumb as it's moving. Don't move the face, only the thumb, only the eyes. Eyes move with the thumb, the face remains where it is. Come back and then now move the face with thumb remaining where it is.
This is the same thing in Ayurveda, which says samadhathu samagnischa samadoshaha malakriyaha prasannatma indriya manaha swastaithya vidiyate. If you eat well, if you shit well, if you sleep well, if you work well, and if you don't hate nobody, you are a healthy person, says Ayurveda. Absolutely so. So we don't need another definition of health. Now, I just want you people to be educated about this, and education is empowerment. Education simply means empowerment, and empowerment empowers you to be healthy. So please concentrate on what I am saying and try to practice to the extent possible. You can't change overnight, it takes time, and the word is patience. So friends, health is your birthright, wellness is your birthright, and you have a doctor in you who will treat you. So most of the time, if not all of the time, doctor will rid you of all the problems, your own doctor. That's why aboriginal races in the olden days, who had no touch with what we call as the Western civilization today, lived long enough without any assistance from outside. I have studied some colonies of Polynesian islanders, and these people lived up to the age of 100, 110, 105, 108. And when they died, the postmortem showed they had no disease at all except multiple heart attacks, which cured themselves. Only scars were there, which shows that body can rejuvenate itself, remodel itself, and live forever. And all that you require is mind your mind to be healthy. Thank you.